Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now, if you didn't know this about me, is I'm a huge boxing fan. I started boxing when I was like 15, 16 years old. It's been a huge part of my life. And I woke up this morning, not that long ago. Cheers. I found out that Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson is around the corner. 2 more days to be exact. And in this video, I'm going to give you my opinion, my thoughts on who's going to win. I'm actually mind boggled this is even happening. So without further ado, let's tackle this together. Okay, so who's fighting? If you don't know these people, let me just quickly explain. Mike Tyson, Hall of Famer boxer, one of the best boxers known in the history of the sport. My favorite boxer of all time. I even named my dog after him. And yeah, I loved Mike Tyson. Still love him to this day. Mike Tyson is 58, almost 50, I think 58, 57 years old, almost 60 years old, okay? Yeah. Jake Paul is a former YouTuber, still a YouTuber, become a boxer. Now, here's the thing about Jake Paul. He is kind of a brat, to be honest with you. It is what it is, though. Some people really like him. I think he has a really younger audience. I would really hope so. I hope adults are not watching his stuff. I mean, he's a brat, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. But anyways, he has tried to, become a boxer, and he has slightly made his way to that. Okay, but he hasn't fought anybody, though. That's the thing. He hasn't fought real boxers. He's fought people that are former boxers, former MMA, people that are not even in the sport, like former basketball players. Like, it's very, very strange. But hey, he wins the fights. He kind of beats them up, and he has slowly made his name in the sport of boxing. But here's the thing, right? There's fighting, and then there's boxing, right? There's a real big difference there. Now, Jake Paul, when he fought someone who was an actual boxer around his age, I predicted that he would not win. And once again, I was correct. He did not win. He got outpointed, just like I thought he would, because that's what boxing is, Well, that's what boxing is to a sense. You can always overpower your opponent. But anyways, so that's who Mike Tyson is going against. Now, Mike Tyson is not some sort of joke.
You punk ass white boy. Come here and tell me that if I fuck you in your ass, you punk white boy, you faggot. You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I eat your asshole alive, you bitch. Fuck you, you hoe. Come and say in my face, fuck you, ass for everybody. You bitch, come on, you bitch. You're scared coward. You're not man enough to fuck with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch. Look at you scared now, you hoe. Scared like a little white pussy. Scared of the real man. I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot.
The joke here is that Mike Tyson is almost 60 years old, okay? And that's just something that I think is pretty weird about this fight. And I'll be honest with you, I'm probably not going to watch this fight. As someone who actually enjoys boxing, like real boxing, I have no interest in this fight. It's not really a good fight. You have a 60-year-old dude, almost 60-year-old dude, going against a dude who's 27. Okay, I mean, you can just do the math there. But anyways, I'm not gonna sit here and say like Mike Tyson's not gonna win or Jake Paul's not gonna. I'm not gonna do that right now. But that's who's fighting. Okay. Do I think this fight is worth it? No, I don't think it's worth it. To be honest with you, I kind of think that YouTuber boxing should be a separate entire sport than it is boxing. There's a blurred line now between like boxers and like YouTube boxers, and those YouTube boxers thinking they're real boxers. It's not the case. It's really not the case. That's why you don't have Jake Paul versus Canelo Alvarez. That's why you don't have like Jake Paul versus just any real boxer. Okay, like any real boxer who's in the news is not fighting Jake Paul because they know it's a joke. They would be like, yo, this, like, what?
Canelo, Jake Paul's made a lot of noise, especially last week. Do you take any notice of him?
Who?
Jake Paul. Do you take any notice of him? He said
that team I'm thinking about is why you guys asking me for that, especially fight Jake Paul. Please, guys.
I think some people would
Maybe
love it
in
if
2
you
years, like he said, maybe in 2 years we can talk. But
because I think some people would love you for knocking him out. I think that's
maybe
what
that's right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Maybe that's right. But in 2 years, we'll see, right? I hope he improved more and he do a really good job. Believe I say this in serious. I hope he doing really good job and improve in boxing and it's fine.
He's got a good right hand.
Yeah.
Do you feel that his presence in boxing is a good thing for boxing, bringing eyes that normally wouldn't?
Everything is good for boxing. He bring more fans to in boxing. Everything is good. Everything is it's fine.
Is he a little crazy though, saying the things he says, thinking that he could fight you?
No, he's not crazy. He's not crazy. He's fine dreaming in something, right? You need to put goals in your mind and dream. It's okay.
But a little delusional. No, you've been doing this your whole life, and he's been doing it 3 years.
Like I say, it's good dreaming.
Okay, so do I think this fight's worth it? No, I don't think it's worth it. I think it's really, really bad for the sport. I mean, sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, Jake Paul is adding more people to the sport. Okay, Jake Paul is adding more views. But here's the thing, right? Like a lot of like boxing analysts will say this is great for the sport. It's getting more eyes on the sport. And yeah, I kind of agree with you, but at the same time, like, who are those eyes? Who's watching the sport now? Like, who's the mass crowd who's coming in to watch boxing now? It's like YouTubers and young children who like Jake Paul as who idolize Jake Paul. These people are watching boxing now, okay? Or at least are coming in to watch boxing. And then you get fights like this. Mike Tyson, like a legend in the sport, one of my heroes. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Mike Tyson's done a lot of terrible things, okay? But in terms of boxing, that's my boxing hero. I mean, it was amazing, you know. His boxing story is pretty crazy. So no, I don't think this is a good for the sport. Okay, I don't think it's good for the sport. This is that simple. Also, I mean, do you really want to see a 60-year-old dude go against a 27-year-old man? I mean, like, bro, I don't want to see that. I mean, I don't want to see that. So anyways, that's my opinion on that. Do I think the fight's worth it? No. Do I think it's good for the sport? No, I don't. I really don't. I mean, people are really, really lucky that this fight's free. It's on Netflix, I believe. It's going to be airing in 2 days, and it's free. If you have Netflix, you know, if you're already paying for Netflix, then you got the fight. So awesome. I don't have Netflix, so I'm not going to be watching the fight. So, but anyways, though, now here's something I want to talk about is my prediction for the fight. Who do I think is going to win the fight? Now, honestly, as weird as it sounds, I'm going to say it's a 50-50. I know it sounds really weird. Like, what? Why would you say that? Well, let me explain. I'll tell you first why I think Jake Paul's going to win. It's pretty simple. You know, just in terms of science, it's pretty simple. He's younger. Essentially, he's going to be faster. He should be, right? More youth, more energy should be there. He should have more reserves in the tank. All right. So just all of that, being the thing. And plus, like I said, he's like a hungry lion, you know? I mean, that takes people a lot further in life than, you would think. So he has all of that going for him, though. And that is a lot. And I think that enough is to take him to the 50% marker with Mike Tyson on the other end, okay? Now, as weird as it sounds, Mike Tyson has a lot more going against him, but it's still me. I still have to give him 50-50 on this, and I'll tell you why. So Mike Tyson is one of the best boxers ever in the sport. Okay, that's a very arguable. But yeah, that's not a question though. So his understanding of boxing is there. Okay, his understanding of he's. If you know Mike Tyson, you know that he was bred essentially for this sport. Okay, I mean the guy at 13, the guy looked like he was a 17-year-old, okay? So, anyways, he's gonna have a lot of muscle memory when it comes to just throwing punches, okay? He's been doing it since he was a kid, okay? Now, Another thing that I think is going to be beneficial for Mike Tyson is one thing that a lot of folks aren't talking about, and some folks are, but it was actually one of his most recent fights that he had with another legend. He had a little exhibition match with another Hall of Famer, Roy Jones Jr., who I like to call the Michael Jordan of boxing. I mean, if you see some of his highlight reels, the guy's like fighting with his like hands behind his back and like knocking people out. Roy Jones is a monster. I love Roy Jones. Definitely top 5 for me. Anyways, he fought Roy Jones. They were both older, and I'll be honest with you. If you look at that fight, Mike Tyson looks pretty good for his age.
And Mike Tyson explodes and delivers a left to the body, and the left hook upstairs. And Roy Jones Jr., though coming forward, remains focused. Oh, just blocked Roy Jones with that left hand, and Jones shook it off.
Those are
Trying to turn back at least.
He can't let Mike get settled with the right hand.
That was a move and a half. He went real low. That was a low.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, and he wasn't going against some like chump. He was going against another Hall of Famer who also had his own fight style, and he also did good too. But Jake Paul, in my eyes, is not in the caliber of those guys. He might be in the caliber when you're talking in terms of physique, and health. But in terms of like mental skill and understanding boxing and understanding trapping and the art of boxing, no way is Jake Paul in the realm of Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. And these guys, they did it. It was a pretty entertaining fight. I mean, it was nice to see. I'll be honest with you, it was good to see. And that's essentially, I think, if Mike Tyson can kind of hold true to that, he might even pull through and make it a draw. I don't know, but as of right now, the fight's 2 days away. I don't know. I'm at 50-50. Everyone wants to see Jake Paul get knocked out. That's like a thing. It's just a thing. So, and like I said, if you don't know who Jake Paul is, go look him up. I'm sure you know who he is. And if you don't know who Mike Tyson is, look him up. You'll see what I mean. But like I said, the real question of this fight really is going to be, is youth a question? I think that's the interesting real question about this fight. Can youth triumph over massive experience and age? Or vice versa? Can Father Time be beaten? And so far, I mean, men have not been able to do that. Some of them have gotten close, but it always beats them. So Mike Tyson is, like I said, almost 60 years old. He's going to be fighting Jake Paul in about 2 days on Netflix. Am I excited for the fight? No. Am I going to watch it live? No. And I just hope that both of these guys come out safely. I really don't want to see the news after the fight that, one of my idols, boxing idols, was injured terribly, or it's just not something I want to see, dude. That's disrespectful for the sport, disrespectful to his legacy. Yeah, that's gonna suck. But anyways, on the other hand, I mean, there's always a chance of seeing Jake Paul get knocked the hell out. He's young, he can take it. No, I'm just kidding. But either way, like I said, I mean, this is just something that I wanted to talk to you about. I love boxing. I'm hoping to do more boxing content in the future, a little bit more in depth, hopefully. This is just something I wanted to record really quickly off script. No, nothing written. So, anyways, like I said, let me know what you think below. Do you think this fight is worth it? Are you excited? Are you betting? Just let me know what you think. I'd love to interact with you guys down there. Like I said, I'd love to get a boxing community going on my channel as well. I do a lot of stuff, gaming, boxing, philosophy, a lot of stuff. I do voice acting. So hopefully, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this content today. Just a quick video today on boxing, and I'll see you again. Stay busy out there, everyone, and we'll catch you around.